gonna cast magic missile.
Message after the tone.
You have reached the former random hotline. Sorry, we missed your call.
Sorry we missed your call.
We really should thank Opening, the opening, for all their service during this time. Really an unsung hero of the show. The show formerly known as Miss Calls with the Former Randoms, always serving up the delightful, really groovy tunes, the Call Me Maybe piano track, like just selflessly every single week. Really appreciate your work, Opening. We're gonna have more work for you. Don't worry. You're gonna be back. It's gonna be something new, but we don't know what that is yet, and neither do you. Or do you? Are you the one that has the title for our TBASS, our USS, our Untitled streaming show?
I gotta grab my hat.
Gotta grab your hat.
Gotta get the hat.
I have this hat at the ready, but not the right one.
Although a hat that you said was commented on the family of person with said hat.
Oh yeah.
But to the bewilderment of the family.
Recognize. Notice the hat. Big fans.
You're feeding the ego of people who want producers who want to stay out of the limelight, but now all of a sudden are people
At the hat.
Yes, and also joining us first time in long time. It is
First time, long time.
Andrew, hello.
Hello.
How are things up north?
Doing great. I'm in a different room than my classic turret cave. I dressed up for the occasion as is tradition.
For tradition.
For tradition. Very happy to be back.
Very happy to have you.
Before I put on the correct hat, like get the double.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice! I was wearing that same shirt yesterday. It's a great shirt.
It's a classic. And then of course, I love how they all look different.
Mm-hmm.
Just like whatever bits you get, you got.
Before we go to dive into it, we just have to call out the first very strong opening bid of Kiss Malls.
Kiss Malls is an incredible
Kiss
opening.
Malls.
Sorry, I kissed your malls.
I will throw out Steph Germ in the former random chat had one that
immediately said,
much to my chagrin, got immediate support, which was pissed balls with the former randoms. Mostly because I don't know how do you pitch that show? I mean, I guess it pitches itself.
I think you immediately know whether you want to watch that or not.
Hey, we're watching people talk about board games on pissed balls this week.
Yeah, it turns off the casual.
It sounds like a Barstool Media like offshoot, like that sort of thing.
Are you suggesting that that's maybe not targeting a wide gender audience?
I don't know. I mean, Steph came up with it, so don't shoot the messenger. Look holes with the former, of course.
I do like
Our
that.
friend Holy has been a discovery that we made along the way in our missed calls journey.
I'm not sure if I've met Holy. Have I met Holy?
I don't know if you've met
might
Holy.
not
Do
have.
we have some Holy fan art that we might be able to show off? You've also, I don't know, were you here when the Phone Ranger was around?
I don't think I've seen the Phone Ranger either.
Oh,
I've missed
okay.
a lot.
You know, we just have to remember a run.
Absolutely.
That's maybe the most
Take your hats
esoteric
off.
thing.
Take your hat off.
I think that's the most esoteric thing that you might have missed so far, except for this real footage.
Wait, you think that Holy? Hi, it's me, Phony.
Hi, Phony.
Hey, Phony.
Hollywood
We've met. Phony
Oh,
and I
okay.
go way back. Yeah.
This is Holy and LG at prom.
Yes. So, Look Holes came from a murder mystery.
Oh, I
adventure
died
game.
and I'm better now.
Yeah, you did your better. Hey, and you're Hollywood Phony right now. You're looking
I've
to
always
sell
been
out.
Hollywood Phony.
Looking to upgrade from our experience on here. Look Holes, of course, comes from The Colonel's Bequest, a murder mystery adventure game, in which you constantly had to type in the command "look holes" to
Okay.
look through holes in paintings. And when you look at holes that many times, it becomes a catchphrase within the show. And of course, then we met Holy, who is a friend of ours, the sentient hole.
I'm very happy to now know. I'm sorry I missed a personal relationship with Holy, but
Now, I will throw out one name that we were considering. Now we're gonna have great bit names. We're gonna have great ideas. This one is just like a nice, easy name that has a lot of flexibility with it. We did just think of calling it With the Randoms, and then every topic of the week, it simply just plays into it. So it'd be titling the show With the Randoms, or the former randoms.
Ellipse with the randoms.
Eclipse with the randoms. You know.
Ellipse.
No, talking about Twilight Eclipse.
Of course.
Because we're going to be
Eclipse,
doing
of
that.
course.
Because Twiclipse is coming this August. And so, of
yeah.
course, we'll be talking about that.
And I think there's a
It's not the most
deep
exciting
DC
idea.
character named
I-
Eclipse. I think. Am I right?
That is
I cannot
entirely
continue wearing
possible.
this hat. I have to say, I'm unfortunately. Does anyone else? Is this part like just digging into you?
No.
It's just like
Um,
my head.
It might be the bangs offering some protection here.
Yeah, without the hair. Whew.
And this is one of the few hats that actually fits my thick old head. So
Got
I'm
it.
Fits me
very
great, too.
proud.
Interesting.
Eek. Oh, it's our friend Eclipse.
I gotta switch out.
I love it. But more ideas if you have them out there. We did talk about ideas by calling it the Former Randoms Variety Hour, or the Former Randoms Colgate Variety Hour if we really want to one up that idea already.
Or the former Randoms Smile Time Variety Hour presented by Brebs Industries.
Also a possibility.
Do we want to get a real sponsor and call it whether Colgate or otherwise?
I am not opposed to selling out if we can then use that money to invest in something really stupid for the show.
I think it would have to be a sponsor that was brand appropriate.
Beautiful.
I know Vish Khanna's podcast, Creative Control, I believe for a long time, maybe hopefully still, it was sponsored by a donut shop called Granddad's Donuts.
Oh, amazing.
And it's just like not a chain, just like a local donut shop.
Oh, this was when Phony wasn't feeling well, and we all made Get Well Soon Phony car. And Holy went and visited. Phony.
Why do I look so different in that photo?
I don't know. That's
Fashion.
That was
Probably 2013 or 2023. different times.
I know I ruined the bit so early. I came in with a real no nonsense thing to be like, all right, class, we do have an objective. We can be silly and have fun. I'm hip with it all. Oh shit. This is a big one here. Oh, if we could get it to Peche.
Okay, I'm not familiar with this. Is this a brand? Is this a business?
It's like a brand of fermented. It's like a kombucha brand, I think.
Ooh,
kind of.
okay.
It's similar to kombucha, but it's a distinct,
not.
It's fermented pineapple.
That's what it is.
That sounds delicious.
It's made from the peel and rind of pineapples, and despite being a show that happened, I believe, 3 times on twitch.tv/Radio Free Multiverse, is still the only sponsorship ever received on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because they said they would send Bryson and Horde free to Pache.
Incredible.
And they didn't.
And they did.
Well, they did, but
That's
not
incredible.
as a stream sponsor. They just did it.
But yeah, not continually.
But I would say if we are going for a blank variety hour, having it be a local business, a small business, a weird niche business, I feel like would be key. I don't know if there would be a lot of appetite amongst our rabid fan base for a actual, Colgate, Unilever presents or whoever owns Colgate.
Oh, we're not trying to go for the Boeing Raytheon comedy hour, the Halliburton hour.
Maybe it would go down all right. I'm skeptical.
Fist hauls is what you get after a good night on Grindr. Also, possibly tryst dolls. Disc pals is what happens when you get rejected on Grindr.
Or if you're counter-programming to another show.
Exactly.
The Colgate wallpaper.
I feel like Colgate was mentioned in one of the suggestions.
It was, because there was a thing called the Colgate Variety Hour.
Got it.
I don't even. Who is even?
I will throw in an idea I thought of that I got really excited of when I thought of it to put on the table out there. I was thinking of a callback.
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
Yes, it was called a comedy hour. Yes, it should point.
Comedy hour.
Okay.
An idea I had for the name would be a throwback to a program that used to exist here, and we could be talking trash, or we could be trash talking, and throw in some remembrance to We Are Trash People.
Okay.
I think that I really like that trash component we used to have.
Love that trash.
We do discuss absolute garbage on here,
and that's also true. It's also kind of pretty appropriate to people. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Trash talk, or yeah, that fits.
Now we I certainly maybe certain people related to this program hosted We Are Trash People.
Yeah,
but it does have a different IP associated with it. So I think we might have to get the original hosts of that to weigh in a little bit.
We have to look them up though. I don't even know if they do anything anymore.
Okay, Scum Bummin with the former randoms has jumped up pretty high in my list. That's jumped up pretty high. It's very versatile. So just like what's your Scum Bummin?
We would get.
What are you doing Wednesday night? Scum bumming.
I'm getting bum fuzzled while I'm scum bumming.
And of course, we would get in trouble if we tried to use Planet Scum, but no one has Planet Scum.
Well, no one has. Did you just say planets come?
There's an apostrophe in there.
There's a running joke about how people thought that Planet Scum because it's one word on their Twitch account.
I have never.
It had
It explains why it's white and dripping in the logo, at least.
Yeah.
It retroactively makes a lot of things make sense.
Is it volcanoes? Is volcanoes planets come?
On Reese's former random, dragons become scum bumming agents.
Ooh,
oh,
that is good.
I don't even know. Has specific Andrew? Have you been around for Reese's Cup Commander?
No, I have not.
Oh,
Please introduce me.
What's the best way to introduce this?
I'm trying. I don't know.
There's a song, right?
I think there's a song. I think
Oh,
there's also a. Isn't
There's
there
a lot of things.
and a conversation that explains. So, I don't know. Show one of the cartoons is yes. This is
the
Things from the
cartoon-
Void. Very much is a proponent of this.
Yeah. Hershey Park's Reese's Scum Fusion.
Phony, how did you make yourself look like you belong in the 80s on like
Yeah,
you're in like
you're-
your dating video? Like
Your tracking's a little off.
Hollywood,
You're in
baby.
Hollywood, baby. Hi, I'm Phony. I'm single and I'm off the hook. You can speak into me and I'll listen to all your thoughts.
A great listener.
I'm
Great
just
listener.
looking for a modem to tap into my phone line.
Speaking of being off the hook, we can interrupt our brainstorming here, even though brainstorming is technically when people meet together and then go off on different sessions and
Brainstorm
then
with
come
them.
back.
Just kidding.
Phony, you were off the hook in a theater this weekend at the George Lucas Talk Show documentary.
That's right. I saw I'm George Lucas, a Connor Ratliff story at the Alamo Draft House in Los Angeles, California. And of course,
exciting.
I mean heard, because I'm a phone and I don't have
course.
eyes. And it was followed by a Q&A that was with Patrick, Griffin.
Who?
Patrick and Griffin, you know.
No, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick from the Gethard
From the
Show
Hat.
and Griffin from
Yeah.
Blank Check
From
with
the Hat.
Griffin and David. It
Oh
was-
yeah, okay. I've listened to that show.
It was weird that he was
Yeah.
there. But
was,
Anna
yeah.
Maria, who produced it, was also there. And Ryan Jacoby, the director, was also there. And
That's very exciting.
Paul F. Tompkins moderated it. And Connor was there as a giant head behind them.
Ooh.
Because he was in New York and zoomed into a movie theater. And it was truly wild to hear the Chris Gethard show over a theater sound system.
Yeah, I
Because
bet.
there's, of course, clips from that.
In the way it's meant to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
From
a
public
generation
access to
has
the
seen it like
widescreen.
this. But now they can finally see it like this.
Just like JD Amato wanted.
Yeah.
Phony's good friend Forrest
Yeah.
sent me a link, and there's going to be a screening of it in Des Moines.
Yeah.
And so
Oh,
I'm going
wow.
to go to
Very
that
exciting.
next month. I'm really excited for that.
Wow.
And it's a really touching portrait of creativity and really gets into like Connor's thought process and why he does it. And it's just great. Like, I think it's obviously most meaningful to a Georgie Porgy or a Geth head. But I think it could be good for people who haven't seen it, but just are people who make things or aspire to make things.
That sounds wonderful. I'm excited to see it whenever I can in a theater or at home. Now, I just had one quick question. So, Phony, were you a Georgie Porgy or a Geth head? Because like I don't remember you like in the chat during the marathons, you know, or were you just one of those viewers who were like, oh, you watch, but you're not like an active, you know, you're not making the big donations, you're not playing the games.
I was a lurker.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
That makes sense.
I mean, my
Phone was
favorite,
actually
of
there the
course,
whole
was
time.
Dyke Vice because it was so phone-centric.
Very phone centric.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Did you ever call into Dyke Vice?
No,
No, just lurker. I understand.
just lurker. I just listened. I mean, I just listened. I needed the advice.
That's an absolutely valid way to enjoy those content. You don't have to be active.
Did you say hi to Paul F. Tompkins' phone, the famous phone that called and said you're welcome to all the different people that had given a special thanks to Paul F. Tompkins?
That legitimately did come up in the Q&A.
Amazing. I'm
of
assuming he
course-
was a great moderator.
Oh yeah, he was great. He was wonderful.
Was there a very special thanks for him in the credits of the documentary?
I don't think so.
Oh, missed opportunity.
I'm a
Missed
phone.
opportunities with the former randoms.
Okay. Ooh.
Radio Free Multiverse was thanked in the credits.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
You watch that one too, Phony?
Yeah, it's on right after this.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
So, a whom named Maddie thrown out there. Are you technically an artificial intelligence, Phony, or are you a spooky ghost? We need to get into this Phony lore and
Phony
really
died
deep
last
dive
week.
on this.
I died?
No,
Yeah, you died last week.
Huh.
No, you didn't. This is not. This is non-canonical, and we know that because I screamed non-canonical before the stream ended, thus putting a protective shield around the canon that was spewed by Blogtoven. As absolute, you are not an undead phone, right? You just look different for other reasons, right?
I'm not undead.
Yeah, he's not undead. See, the phone.
That wasn't very confident.
I don't hear a phone line going boo 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 boo. Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Why did you find sus about that? I'm not dead. I've always been Hollywood phony.
It's canon.
Right?
I mean,
I'm not going ooh.
If we-
which is the telltale that someone's dead.
That is true.
That is true.
You do sometimes go ooh wee wee. That as well.
Oh. I mean,
Are
of
you
course,
gonna answer it, phony?
we could save phony.
Ahoy
It-
hoy, this is phony.
We could save phony if at the end of whatever title we come up with, we put and phony. Then there would be no reason to get rid of phony.
And phony brackets who is alive. And then
Who is
that's
alive.
canon. That's canon.
That's part of the
Yeah.
show.
That supersedes
Or-
everything.
Especially if we use one of the most mythical.
Oh, phony
and
tracking.
ancient
Your tracking's
arts.
way off, phony.
Oh. Oh no.
Your red and green channels are.
Phony, you are not helping me with the you are not undead defense here right now. But we can always put a protective spell in one of the most ancient and mythical forces known to man, the theme song. We can always include in the theme song that Phony is here and he's definitely alive. He's
My
not-
name is Phony, and I'm here to say,
alive.
Bring, bring. And Phony's alive and off the hook.
my name is Phony, and I'm here to say, I definitely didn't pass away.
I believe it.
Yeah, it sounds
Why
good
wouldn't
to
you
me.
believe it?
I know. I do believe it.
Pine the spirit Phony. Oh, wow. Oh, that
Oh,
effect
nice.
was interesting.
I just noticed we have a.
Now you look like you belong on a Mac from the 80s.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
right.
look at these
got
state-of-the-art
some,
graphics that only the wizards in
bitmaps.
Hollywood can bring you.
Phony, you're going to have to teach Missy how to do these things after the show's done because
That's
Missy's
cool.
enjoying too much watching Phony do this.
Uh-oh. Phony. Well, you
Okay.
need Phony to get into the Matrix, so it
What
makes
if we
sense.
called it
What do you
Enter the Matrix with the red?
Enter the
I like
Matrix with- Ah! Put it on. Put it in the list. Put it in the list. Hey, anything that's transcoded, I am a-okay putting on.
So you wouldn't want to do it in like one format and just keep it in that? We'd have to like reprocess it? Because you said anything that's transcoded.
Boo. Boo.
Still got it.
You still got it.
Now that's a phone who's alive.
The missed calls and or the Annika Smalls. That is the lower watch, but also integral to the canon.
It's all canon. Yeah.
Yes, a spin-off show, of course.
Okay, so
Oh,
well, I'm just getting us back because I know we have a time limit here, and we want to nail. We want to lock something good in.
yeah, we only have an hour and a half more. We've really got to make sure that we're honed in for this one.
We're budgeting it up. The back hour is all going to be phony lore. Let's just knock out the theme
Yes,
early,
that's
and
right.
then we can.
Everyone, show in your favorite memories of Phony. It's our Phony Memoriam here on the Untitled streaming show.
I didn't die.
Are you sure?
and,
Wait,
and that's a great attitude to have, and keep that up. Absolutely.
you didn't
Wouldn't
die,
I know if I died?
or would you? I've never seen the Phone Ranger and Phony in the same room. I'm just saying.
Also, Reese's Park's Hershey's Cup Fusion is a ride at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania.
Okay, that
where riders
explains.
become agents who help Commander Cup protect Reese's Central from which of these villains? It was a trivia question on Grand Trivia, featuring villains like Mint the Merciless.
Sounds good. Sounds great.
It was for some reason things from the void very much enjoyed the phrasing of that, and it has become a recurring gag to the point where should we show the do you have the animation available?
I do.
Phony
Yeah,
where
the show will look different for a second, but I do have it
Yes.
available. Whoa.
Oh my gosh, Gretchen, have you heard about Reese's Cup Fusion at Hershey Park? It sounds amazing.
Yeah, I heard you become some kind of secret agent. But who are we protecting Reese's Central from? Like, evil chocolate chips?
No, silly. It's more intense than that. We have to stop the diabolical Pop Rocks trio.
Pop Rocks trio? Are they armed with fizzy weapons or something?
I think so, and they're led by the notorious M&M melting your mouth marauder. He's scary, but delicious.
Well, I hope we have some backup. What about the Sour Patch Snipers?
No, they defected to the sweet side. Now, it's the Twizzler thieves and the renegade Risinettes we have to worry about.
Oh no, are they going to pull a licorice lasso on us?
Maybe, but Commander Cup will guide us. Together, we'll save Reese's Central and snack on victory.
Yep.
now
Yep.
the
Okay.
phrasing of it is interesting in this because the pop rock people are not canon.
Nothing they said is canon.
Nothing they said is canon. What
But
is
it makes,
canon?
it makes perfect sense. It's airtight within itself.
Now, here's the reason why we're bringing this up specific, Andrew. It's to give you an edge in trivia where this will fucking come up again at some point in the future when you least expect it. Also, if you ever see a question in trivia that is phrased like this, you'll know why.
Yeah.
That's a good tip.
It is strange that we have a streaming show that has a legit copy pasta that has evolved from it.
And Mint the Merciless escaped containment on Cup Fusion and became part of other rides at Hershey Park.
I got these great stickers.
Oh.
So like a lot of them. I need
I've
to,
not been
to
my-
put them on
I've
stuff.
not been to my gay bar yet to
Whoop.
put them on.
Whoop. Whoop. Wonka bar. Whoop.
There is also a disco song. I don't have the link to the disco song for it though.
You want to scan the code from through
I
the
have it.
computer? We got
Phone
great
has
resolution
to.
here. You got that things from the void?
Hershey Park's Reese's Cup Fusion. Riders become agents who help the Reese's security chief Commander Cup protect Reese's Central from which of these villains?
That's all the lyrics.
That is unironically good. That is not a bit. That is good.
That was from I believe last week or the week before.
That was
where-
last week.
It was last week where we did stupid AI stuff and we used AI to make stupid songs based off of suggestions.
Yeah, because you can.
Void pulled
you
that
get-
one out of his hat.
Yeah, you get one AI to come up with a text and another AI to come up with a song. You don't even have to do anything.
But remember, this
But
was,
I will say,
this
a
was
living
homegrown
being-
and original. The living being made that.
A living being wrote the original question, so
Because we saw the AI questions when the AI took over trivia once, and boy howdy, AI is not hard. It's you know how it's hard for AI to beat the human challenge thingy. It's not hard for humans to beat the AI challenge thingy.
yeah. And the AI wrote Dune trivia questions, but of course, much like in Dune, humanity had to reject the machine and embrace human-created works.
Yeah. And that's why. So, Phony, are you a Mentat?
Kinda.
Okay. No further questions.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I can do this with my brain.
Good. Good.
What a beautiful sound.
Is that like your brain sort of just like defragging itself? Like, is it helping you clear the line, or is that when you have too much data coming through? Like
Yes.
your brain's over jolting. Oh, either
It
or.
also is when I do calculations.
Is that you trying to come up with a name for the show?
That's a great.
answer is
that's a great
42.
suggestion. It's that sound, but we have to spell
Yeah.
it out.
Bracket modem sound with the former randoms.
If you ever need a protection spell against bad trivia questions, we have it right here.
I love looking at those names at the bottom scroll.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there already.
Good ones. There are some good ones here.
So okay, let's think structurally. Do we want to keep with the former randoms, or do we want to simplify that but have something similar, or do we want to clear that out, streamline?
That's kind of up to the whole crew, and especially in terms of the former randoms. One of the few perks you get of being a former randoms is an official invite to be on this show. Though a lot of our former randoms prefer to be in the audience, as is, which I understand. It takes a special amount of beauty and talent to want to appear every week and have your face be shown.
You're telling me.
Yeah, exactly, Phony.
And
I swear Phony has had.
And what a face.
Oh,
And I would say
swear.
more importantly, do we want Phony to be in the title?
Do you want to stick with the phone theme? That's a
Well,
That's a
Phony
good
is
question.
going to stay Phony. I don't think we
Yeah.
can. We can't exercise that demon at this point.
Is the am I right in assuming that the impetus for changing missed calls is at least partially because we are not going to be using that phone line and voicemail system anymore?
Yeah, we don't. We haven't been for.
Yeah, we
a long
haven't.
time,
In fact,
so.
when we like a month or two ago, we were like, "Oh, let me log in," and it was like, "Oh, we don't have, like this number does not allow voicemails to be left anymore."
Not only does
Yeah,
this
get this going.
number no longer exist, it has never existed.
Yes,
There never
This
was
is-
a number.
There never was a number to call.
Yeah. So without that specific missed callness, do we want to keep a phone theme to
No, I think
incorporate our
moving
friend Phony, or just move to a
I think we
broader?
could move away from the phone theme, but I think Phony stays Phony.
Yeah, I'm
Because
fine.
Phony is Phony. Phony is life. Phony is love.
Phony is it's phony as me.
Phony is real.
Yeah.
People say things are phony. When they say that, they mean real, true, honest, authentic.
And
Don't get me
because
started on Holden Caulfield.
And because Phony has no corporeal form, he's one of the least cancelable producers that we could have on this show.
I mean, I'm a phone.
Phone's never done anything wrong.
Phones are corporeal.
Phone. Do you know? Oh, that is. And do you know what they call a cell phone in Germany?
Incorporeal phone.
Mein Handy.
Handy.
Your Handy.
Yes,
Oh,
that is
wow.
good.
About Phony getting mein Handy to Handy.
Or mobile.
Again, I trying to phone.
Wild.
I try and defend Phony, and he just sets himself up to be blamed for more and more things. He's not alive. He has a corporeal form, and therefore can be canceled. Like, boy, phoning it in with the randoms.
Okay.
That is certainly that is certainly my prep schedule every single week for this show. So it is true to life.
I like previously mentioned up there party line with former randoms, an old school telephone reference.
It was
But it's
also a
very
great
fun and playful.
Mary Houlihan's painting party
Oh, yeah.
title.
Oh,
Or
okay.
topic.
But I mean, this is something of a party line in the sense of like we're all using the same phone line to chat to each other and our friends on the others.
And it's fun,
on
even
the
if
chat
you just listen
box.
in.
Fistful of randoms is funny.
And then the sequel series, a few randoms more.
Yeah. The good, the bad, and the phony.
Ghost Dog, the way of the randoms.
Not necessarily to narrow things down or exclude it too early, but are we worried about something that is a previously unused title, or something that is unique in the world? Because Party Line is very good, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's maybe other. It feels like maybe someone's got to that.
Oh, I'm sure it's used.
Yeah. Something to think about.
We just call ourselves Modern Party Line. We just throw in another adjective in there and we're good.
And even if it was, Party Line with the former randoms or something like that, that's probably distinctive enough.
Party of Five, I think, would be good. Party of Five.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever used that before.
The randoms resurrections.
Okay. The randoms reloaded.
The Food Network had a show called Party Line with the Hearty Boys, like hearty
Too
food.
Too close.
Mm-hmm.
Or can we just use that name? Maybe that'll help. Help us,
Phony and Blocktoven are officially the Hardy Boys.
Hearty.
Hearty, yes. I don't pronounce, my T's don't come out very terminally.
Hearty.
Hearty.
Boys. Former Random's Party Line. Operators will connect you now.
I mean, there's a
That's a lot of
potential there.
Two randoms of Phony in a pizza place.
Yeah, we should add a pizza place.
But not just as a bit. We should buy a pizza place.
Yes.
They say no one out pizzas the hut, but what we say is perhaps one can.
And not to dox anybody here, but it would be kind of in the middle of North America if it was. There's not a lot of not a local overlap here.
I am home to the pizza wars. I've been on the front lines. I will throw my body in the way of this dough for this group.
I recently learned I've moved to a new part of Ontario, and I recently learned that the independent pizza shop culture here is very strong. That the chains have much less of a foothold than they did in the big city.
Good.
And I'm excited. We're trying all the local pizza places, and it's terrific.
There's a good Asian food pizza fusion place in Des Moines. That got
cup fusion place.
That got famous for a cup fusion place. Yeah, they got famous for a hot second for offering Fruit Loops breakfast pizza, which was pizza with Fruit Loops on it. But it was legitimately good, and so people didn't know what they were talking about, making fun of it. Dr. Phone Love are how the former randoms learned to stop scumming and love the bum.
That's strong.
Oh no, I got my block pizza without you. Oh no. This is what happens.
Just haven't had some pizza on me.
You gotta stop talking about pizza. It's gonna make me too hangry.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, because I had pizza quesadillas before we went on the air.
Very good. I've just been alerted that there's a sandwich for me waiting through that door. So,
oh my word,
it's pretty exciting.
Go get that sandwich. It's sandwich night. There's so much pizza for dinner. I thought I was the only one that ate pizza for dinner. This is wild.
I thought pizza was only breakfast food. Pizza for dinner?
Also appropriate that we're getting all this pizza talk before Ninja Turtles trivia after this.
Ooh, that's
okay.
True. That's true. Uh-oh.
I finally got my my tickets to reunite. They had a real challenge in the International Postal Service, but I'm excited for trivia.
When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. That is absolute true. Wait, Shark Tank funded pizza cupcakes today? That sentence.
So it's a pizza
to be broken down.
company that was funded on Shark Tank.
Okay.
What? But what's a pizza cupcake? Is it
Is it just like a little
bottom, sauce as frosting, and then like toppings on top?
Well,
I need to know how many different ways.
Kind of sounds like it sounds more like some sort of savory muffin.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
Okay. Sure.
It's like, yeah, so it's like the most personal of pan pizzas you could get.
I don't really see cupcake.
It looks more like a pizza bite than a cupcake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty specifically non-cupcake shaped, in fact.
It's when you wanted to eat, you could eat one thing, but instead you could eat 12 of that thing.
Yeah. But like it not be as good and the proportions of the flavors be bad. But they're smaller.
I was trying to figure out why my eyes were being so hard adjusted. It helps when I have a light in the room.
I wasn't even planning on eating.
Next
Oh
up
no! I got scared.
Sorry for it shouting
I was waiting.
at you.
I got scared because I thought there were sharks were going to jump out at me.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Oh no, they have a mascot.
Yeah, they have a mascot.
The poor person that is bent over at 90-degree angle.
Oh yeah.
The entire this presentation. Oh.
That's not uncomfortable.
What do you mean? It's just a cupcake.
Well, I mean, whatever it is, it's not a cupcake.
It's not a
Whether it's a person or it's a pizza bite, it's not a cupcake.
Cupcakes are not that shallow.
You, sir, are not a cupcake.
I know cupcakes.
You have more in common with a bagel bite than you do with the cupcake community, sir.
You can order 2 boxes of 12 for $50.
That seems exorbitant.
Seems like a lot of money.
It seems a lot of money for something that's worse than a pizza.
Yeah.
And it has the best in every bite. Italian pizza taste, cupcake shape. Citation needed.
Although now I'm getting hungry for... So when we go camping, we sometimes will bring croissant dough, cheese sticks, and sauce, and you wrap them up all around, and you cook it over a fire. And, it's beautiful.
That sounds very good.
I just like pizza in any form. That's why I carry the great weight I do in life. It's the burden of pizza, and it tasting so good.
Tastes really good.
So your box was 6 for $5.
Are you local? Maybe is this a thing where shipping costs a lot more, whereas if you pick it up, it's cheaper?
It could be. I wonder if shipping's included in the box.
Probably.
Yeah.
But certainly, yeah, 12 for 25.
Or 6 for $5.
The 6 for $5 is a better deal.
Yeah, I would try 6 for $5.
Do you want more? You're gonna pay more for more. These boxes are expensive to make. Buy a bunch of our little small ones here.
Yeah, you need to buy enough that it replaces the whole pizza.
Yeah.
Speaking of boxes,
yeah,
I do have a beef that.
Is it beef? Is it beef week?
It's not beef week, but it certainly is on brand for us to have a beef.
Beef week. Air that beef.
Hunter on Hunter and the Wiz this afternoon launched an unprecedented, unparalleled attack on the Clue community. Those he labeled Clunatics. People who like the movie Clue. And worse yet, he had Knives Out for Knives Out. He shattered the Glass Onion. He despised them. And thus, it happened to coincide with the fact that I also got some mystery-themed board games that came in recently. And so I just figured I'd have some fun and show it off and continue to show that not so much that I need to continue the beef with Hunter because he said the movie is bad. It's just more of a proof just how much I genuinely love Clue and murder mystery games and how this is something serious for me. So this is one I have.
Docs that box.
So this is Clue Conspiracy. I got this for Christmas. But it is a Clue game mixed with essentially like the Traders. And so you are trying to chase down I believe Mr. Coral at the Black Adder Resort. And so you have like roles that you get and within it, and someone might be the traitor, and their job is to hunt down and to kill the person.
is Rowan Atkinson the manager, and maybe
And
Hugh Laurie, Stephen Fry,
Tony Robinson.
supporting. Yeah,
is
exactly.
In there. Yeah.
This one was invented by a writer.
There you are.
Perfect timing.
But you get like identity cards. It's similar to also to like I think if you've ever played like One Night Ultimate Werewolf or anything like that. But you basically have like the roles where you're either it's not gonna show in here, a friend, a conspiracy ringleader, or the conspiracy accomplice, depending on the number of players have, and you get your little identity in one of these beautiful clue things. Which the thing I struggle with is the ultimate beautification of all. Look how beautiful all these people are. They're so beautiful. Like, oh my god, they're just all way too beautiful. I want to go back to my 1980s clue box where it was craggly character actors that they strung together.
Also, that's a lot of characters. How many characters are there now?
1, 2, 3,
They've invented more
4,
colors.
6,
There used to
7,
be
8, 9, 10 in this game. So you have obviously Miss Scarlet.
Scarlet.
You have Analyst Hyacinthia.
So wait, is that like a purple, or what color are we looking at there?
It's like purple.
Yeah. Okay.
You have Solicitor Peacock.
Okay,
He's a solicitor
blue.
now. You have Dean Celadon.
Stick 'em in a stew.
Okay. One of those classic colors that only came up in Pokemon and Clue, and no one uses it in daily life.
Chef White.
Okay, classic. That's a classic Clue color.
Mayor Green.
Ooh, politician.
Guess who doesn't change? Professor Plum.
But I mean, look at that.
Look at
pose.
that smoke show. He's lost in thought, thinking about you and how beautiful you are. Director Rosewood.
Ooh.
There's Agent Gray.
Okay.
And of course, our last companion, Colonel Mustard, your zaddy.
Okay.
Well, they have the important ones, so that's important.
And also your classic Clue cards. But yeah, that's just one of the interesting fusions of Clue that exist. Go ahead.
Here's another obscure random thing about my high school. In my music theory class, we got to create a musical of our own, and we based it off of Clue. I think this was right around the time before there was a Clue musical.
Yep.
So we also had to add some extra colors for characters. So I was Mango Orange.
Ooh. Wait, the character's first name was Mango?
Yeah, Mango Orange.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
What was Mango Orange's personality?
It was a surfer dude.
Oh, a surfer dude. They invited a surfer dude to the mansion?
Yeah.
What was their connection to Mr. Body?
The connections were very poor.
We're very loosely thought
quick
out.
musical with very quick songs. Basically, the only real knowledge we have is was a song we sang about how much we hate him, and I hate him because he littered, because I was pollution, littering.
Sure.
That bastard.
And you love the ocean, the beach, and you
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So now, like, just between you and me.
Yeah.
You kill him? You kill Mr. Body? Are you the murderer?
Who done it?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh.
It wasn't me.
Okay.
But where were you when the murder happened?
We did not establish that, so I'll have to go back in character to.
And why are you carrying a lead pipe just on the beach?
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird choice.
Right.
It seems like it would weigh you down when you're surfing.
Yeah. Maybe I use a surfboard to do it.
Ooh, surfboard.
Seems like you put a lot of thought into this.
Oops. Gotta go. Essentially just like your Shaggy like character.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Something else that's sus. I've had this one game for a while. I've pulled some of my other murder mystery games out here as well to show them off. Kill Dr. Lucky.
That one's fun.
A very classic board game where it is your job to kill. Yes, the family board game of Murder in the Dark. Where you run around a mansion and you need to kill Dr. Lucky, but also not be anyone's view. So you have to get him cornered and alone, and you have like bonuses for using certain type of weapons in certain rooms in order to essentially like have enough juice to be able to murder him. A fun game.
Fun.
You know what else is fun?
Hey, former randoms, it's me, Eric Germ, and I heard that you're looking for a new name for the show tonight. I'm not going to be very much help with that, but I do have a list of names here that you can't use for your show, and I'll just read them off here. You can't call it The View, can't call it The Talk, Balls of Fury, The Stream Show, The Late Late Show with James Corden, off the table. Can't call it Doctor Who, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, Dr. Pimple Popper, Doctor Who, but like an owl would spell it, like H-O-O. Too close to the original. BBC will sue you. Can't call it Buffy the Vampire Slayer. LA Law, Pushing Daisies is not available. The David Spade Show, nope. Come, not allowed. Big time no for that one, so off the table. This is crossed out, but in that context, never mind. Yes, extremely racist. No, you can't call the show that. Bluey is taken, but you can call it Purpley. And finally, the NBA. You cannot call it that. Other than that, I think everything else is available. So have at it. The world is your playground. Good luck, and make sure to watch Eric Stravaganza on Friday night at 9 p.m. on twitch.tv/EricGerm.
Okay, but Call Us Maybe would have been a great name for a phone in base show for Akram alone.
Hey,
I
just met
added
us.
Purpley.
This is crazy. But here's the number. So Call Us Maybe.
Call Us Maybe?
Hey, we just met you.
What if we just call the show This Is Crazy? People don't know that we're thinking about.
The thing is, like, there's no one to call on you because your wife is there, and so she knows this is what you do. She knows this is what you're saying on her stream.
That's true.
My husband doesn't watch this. He doesn't know. But
who knows?
I'm still thinking about scum bumming.
Scum bumming is definitely.
I'm still stuck on
definitely
that.
the top.
Pretty good.
Top three for me.
That's a top tier.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to get to narrowing it down yet, but that's it's in the bracket.
No, we're not narrowing it down yet. No. It just came, it literally came across the screen at the bottom again. I saw it and I'm like, God damn it. Oh. Theo, do you want to be on stream?
Okay, are there other while we get the cat content, are there other puns on randoms, on scum, on trash, on these key theme words? Just flood the chat with silly wordplay, please. That's my request.
Thea comes in, walks to the middle of the stream, but won't pay the cat tax. How dare you? Oh no. He's been doing so good with Dr. President running around being a big old thing of nonsense. That's because Dr. President gets to be an outside boy all the time if he wants to be. He's doing so well.
Aw. I am only in the last few months sharing my home with a cat, and it's really nice.
It's nice to have a cat.
It's really nice to have a cat.
Randorama. I like that. Randorama. Randomania.
So it's just me and the cats, so of course they're nowhere near me. They don't care about me. They like the other one.
I bet if I opened this door, a cat would wander in eventually, but he's not allowed in this room. So
makes sense.
I'm gonna respect that.
Yeah. The one cat will sleep with me. The other cat is like, no, I don't care about you. I like you when you're around, but I'm not gonna come near you if it's just the two of us.
Go ahead.
Oh, I sometimes get Dr. President plops and he'll plop in between my legs and curl up and sleep, which is really cute and adorable and warm. But I normally sleep on my side, so I sometimes have to oh no, and so I normally don't get a cat that sleeps with me. But sometimes I'll wake up and he'll be next to me, sleeping near my husband's feet, and I'll be like, "Oh, you're so adorable."
Very nice.
Randoms on tandems, and we only record exclusively from bikes now. My husband would love that. He would love me biking while I do something.
And I think we got to be pure about this. No single seat bikes here. These have got to be. Everyone's got to be on a tandem
with another one person. Yeah.
Logistics will complicate things, but
I think
that's the spirit of the show.
I think it's a high nominee for a good special episode of the show.
A strong one-off.
A strong one-off. See, there's so many good names already. I'm trying to think of anything that's so far off, like into the toot whistle plunk boom territory of absurdist title of something that has nothing to do at all with what we've done previously. Not that that's a goal of it. I'm just trying to think are there any names out there that would be good for what we're doing here.
Night of the Living Dead. That's public domain.
Public domain, yeah.
That's right.
What about Night with a K?
Okay. And Dead with 3 Ds.
Oh wow! Oh shit!
Really confusing.
I think we need to scrub this from the internet and start working on that screenplay.
Yeah, mail that to yourself.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3D.
Download the stream and mail it to yourself.
All right.
You can just get AI to do it now.
Kids these days getting AI to do everything. Back when we had to mail it to ourselves.
We have.
Has anybody here ever mailed something to themselves for any reason?
No.
I haven't actually done it, but I remember a teacher did tell me, if you could mail yourself a piece of a composition as a way of copyrighting it.
Eric's writing a good point. Sorry, I do want to hear what you had to say, but we are entering the second hour, so we do have a full hour of phony lore coming up. So,
we are right now trying to determine if phony is AI or the ghost of a phone possessing another phone. This is up for debate. Science has not determined.
Is phony alive? Is phony dead? Is phony corporeal? Is phony undead?
Wouldn't I know if I died?
Eric Germ, this is...
Have you not seen...
will we?
Those movies in which a character is a ghost and does not know they are a ghost, of which...
I like your narrow dodging of the spoiler.
I have done this before. I was going to say same thing, but not send myself something for copyright.
I've sent things to my roommates so that when I got home, it was mailed to my address, but it was not to myself.
Oh, Weekend at Phonies.
Ooh, Weekend at Phonies is fun. I will bring out, since I talked about it on stream, I won't do all the different ones that I got out here. But because I've shown the commercial for this many times and my joy for it, and I believe my parents have my copy of the game, which I think they lent to their church. I got myself a copy of 13 Dead and Drive. The game where you systematically murder people within a mansion in order to get the inheritance of your dead Aunt Agatha. And you can get people with all sorts of different murder traps, like a falling chandelier, stairs, a bookcase.
I like that it's got the 3-dimensional stuff, like Mousetrap.
Yes.
So it's
a fireplace that flips. And then and you those are the different things. Yes, you can play as one of the cats, and you have to try and protect your people while bumping off everyone else's. So that your person either escapes from the mansion alive and therefore inherits the money, or is the last remaining character alive after the multiple deaths that can occur. For children!
Eric brings up humping with the randoms. Maybe we tie that back in with the trash idea. Has anything been called trash humpers before? Is that original?
Trash humpers.
Trash humpers. Fuck.
That's an IP we can own, right?
I think we could thoroughly own Trash Humpers.
Trash Humpers.
I don't want to
know.
look that up.
No,
I
no.
don't.
Wait.
I don't know if it sounds something too much like it needs the Zier's logo block.
Okay, no, I'm sorry. This was a joke. There is a movie called Trash Humpers.
I thought there was.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a Harmony Korine movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounded familiar, but I wasn't sure and didn't want to Google it to fuck up.
Sorry, that only worked as a joke. If
Yeah.
otherwise, it just sounds like a bad name for a show.
What an incredible highbrow reference that went over all of our heads.
I mean, next you'll be saying we should call it Gummo.
Oh, it's that person?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never seen Gummo. I have just heard about Gummo, and that was enough for me to not want to watch Gummo.
We could call it Spring Breakers.
Spring Breaker.
I mean, the Beach Bum, the Scum Bum.
Scum Bum. Scum Bummers.
I always get Todd Solondz movies confused with. Like, I always think Harmony Korine did some of the Todd Solondz movies too, but he didn't. Like Happiness,
What about-
like, that feels adjacent to Harmony.
It
What
feels
about-
in the same world.
Yeah.
What about Scum Humpers?
Oh boy. I feel pretty certain that Twitch won't let me use that title.
Test it.
I think
Test-
you're going to get put in a
ask
different
Twitch.
category. You're not going to be in the just chatting anymore.
I think at that point I would have to both get lower cut dresses and higher voluptuous amount of cleavage.
Yeah, that's when we would have to switch to what, pools, hot tubs, and beaches.
Yeah, that's something like that.
Do we have to then go to what's that other service? The one that's not Twitch.
Kick.
Kick. Yeah, we'd have to go to Kick. Hang out with the Nazis while we're scum humping.
You hear that someone made an AI version of one of the streamers on Kick and used it to convince people to break their stuff?
Okay.
I have a friend that legit works on a podcast that's called Piss Magazine, and I'm like, good for you. I'm like, it's a very memorable name, but I have no clue.
It's a great name.
It's a great name, but I'm also like, I have no clue the content, but I also 100% know the tone before I even listen.
You might know the content.
The thing with the tone like that is like sometimes you might know the tone, but I have just a plug for my friend's band. My friend just put out a new album. I haven't listened to it yet because I think it's just came out this week. But really beautiful music. But her band is called Blunt Chunks.
Nice.
Oh.
And it's a very unpleasant name to say and to hear, but the music is really beautiful.
So here's a thought for our new show name, which is, of course, Scum Humpers. The theme song could be a tub thumping parody.
Yep, and we're all trying to fit the words into the. I take a summer drink. I take a summer drink.
You got a Missy host. You got a Bloggy host. You got a phony host, and then the guest the most.
Something there.
Oh my word.
Scum Chum Chit Chat's pretty fun.
Welcome to Scum Chum Chit Chat.
Scum Chum Chit Chat. Welcome to Scum Chum Chit Chat.
Okay, can we just
Chit-chat is a
take
good
one chunks? Will they mind if we
We're
just...
not. No.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing blunt chunks with the former randoms.
Just be like,
Oh, and if it's Scum, we could play Scum games.
What are Scum? What are
No,
Scum
it's
games?
Scum Games is fine. Scum is a game engine.
It's an old game engine from
Okay.
LucasArts
games.
I see.
Or not
Okay.
DOS, yeah.
Essentially what Horde Jedi did.
Yeah.
yes.
Great. That sounds fun.
I will. I don't want to overtake this stream, but y'all know I love streaming old DOS games.
That's where Look Holes came from.
Yes, exactly.
Coles? Oh,
No,
look holes.
Look holes.
I thought you said that's where La Coles.
Okay.
Look Holes.
I like playing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Lou Coles. It's someone's name.
That's
like-
who owns loose pinatas is Luke
Luke
Yes.
Holes.
Luke holes.
I like playing in the world of Scum Chum Chit Chat. What about Scum Bum Chum Chat?
Ooh, scum bum chum chat. Write that down. I like scum bum chum chat.
Or I like let's play these words out because there's a lot of fun syllables going on here.
Scum bum chum chat has legs.
Oh,
wow, yakety sack's kind of expensive. I wonder why that might be.
It did.
How expensive are we talking?
1,000 fluval bucks.
But do you know what's cheap is free? Andrew, this is deep blog lore that you might have missed. That is a clip from Blog's Prom, which we learned on our Would I Lie to You show, was voted the best prom in America, like the school that he went to.
Wow.
That was part of his like statement of whether it was a truth or a lie, and it was incredible because I didn't know that like there was a clip coming, and all of a sudden we get footage from a news report on it. It like lost my mind.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well. I learned about it a few months ago and just had.
Also, the Yakety Sax has come down to 420 fluval bucks.
Oh, wait a minute! Am I in TFT? Am I on sensitive artist types? Oh, hang on, TFTV. There we go. I like the acronym out.
Can we just call the show Yakety Sax?
What'd you say about those Yakety Sax?
Can we just call the show Yakety Sax with the former randoms?
I wish. I fucking wish.
Is that not
Sackety Yaks?
How old is
Sackety Yaks with the former randoms. Here's the other thing is, we also need to remember so many of these different names because we need bumpers for the show. And these could be great, like, chat moment bumpers as well. So all of these names, if you're worried about any of your names in here not becoming part of it, you need to make bumpers and or start nominating these things, and we can do that.
I do like keeping with the former randoms just to make it, clear to anyone who becomes a former random that like they can join.
Me too.
Does anyone know who wrote the song Yakety Sax? Because it's two people with very good names.
No,
I don't.
James Q. Spider Rich and Boots Randolph.
Can we call the show with the former Boots Randolph?
Isn't Boots Randolph the guy who directed Sorry to Bother You? Or it's Boots
No,
Riley?
it's Boots Riley.
Boots
Riley,
Riley.
yeah.
I'm like, I know it was like not the
Okay.
same name, but similar.
Clicking through the link to Boots Randolph. Full name, Homer Louis Boots Randolph III.
Nice.
Oh, no wonder he took the boots.
He was part of the big Nashville sound.
He's featured on Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee.
Oh. He ran a club. He also frequently appeared on Hee Haw.
I mean, if we also wanted to get an accurate name for this show, we could just call it Read in Wikipedia.
I mean, WikiHole is already Darcy Carden's podcast.
Yeah, reading Wiki, watching YouTube. I do like the random show.
It looks like specific Andrew has suffered from Blogtoven's disease.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Catastrophic Blogtoven's disease.
Which is when you just get frozen.
So the random show is taken.
Of course it is.
Yeah. It's a self-help business guy, Tim Ferriss, has a podcast called The Random Show.
What if we call ourselves the former randoms with the former randoms? We just
the former randoms with the former randoms.
With the former randoms, with the former randoms, with the former randoms, with the former randoms.
Randomception.
Dun dun dun.
Randoms. The former randoms show with the former randoms.
The show previously known as the former randoms.
Yeah, we could just choose a symbol.
Yeah, we just have a nice symbol, and then that'll I'm sure really help with getting views.
Well, it's also hard when phonies are the symbol.
There's a phone emoji.
Yeah, what if it was this big intricate symbol, but it actually is just a picture of Phony.
Scum chum yakety yak. Oh no!
Oh no! I've added the phone and the former randoms show with the former randoms.
I also got in the mail from eBay Mystery Mansion.
Jinkies.
A game with one of my favorite things. The game board is 24 movable rooms. You build the board game the board as you go.
Oh,
at random, and then your goal is to search for specific items within those rooms in order to try and find treasures within it. So but you can only connect like first to second floor to basement and things like that. And I always thought, oh my god, like it'd be wild if you could have like a Clue game that was also revolved around like building the mansion as you went and explored as well. Which I think they did make a version like that.
I didn't realize that Betrayal on House on the Hill didn't like originate that mechanic.
No, it didn't. Betrayal on House on the Hill, though, again, yes, features that same mechanic. Upside down. Same mechanic there of building the mansion as you go, which was when I played this game for the first time. That was the first thing I thought of. I'm like, oh my god, someone used the Mystery Mansion thing.
And of course, there's also Betrayal in Baldur's Gate.
Yes. Which, the context of this clip, you'll never know unless you watch Journey. That one you've probably heard the context of. But a con artist's journey to Baldur's Gate, which this Tuesday is back, and we're going to be doing Baldur's Gate. We are so close.
We're very close to the end.
We're very close to the end.
It will probably be.
Tony, you're involved in this.
The royal we.
The royal we.
We as in the channel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I imagine you help connect them to each other.
Yeah,
exactly. What did that squirrel see? What did it see?
I just sort of make sure that the connection works, and I'm like a Game Spy network. Remember that?
Oh my word! Yes.
I sort of replaced that.
I wondered what happened with GameSpy. I didn't realize that you were based off their infrastructure. No wonder you're so good at connecting us and have such a.
Well, GameSpy is still around. They're just like an IGN little sub brand now.
Oh, are they really? Oh, it's like when you're a sports fan. We won.
Exactly.
Well, you might have missed it last night. I don't know how your connection was, but
no, they're gone. What?
Someone got the best combo I've ever gotten before in Dodo Re Mi.
Yes, it was stupidly good.
It was. It was for the did I do that?
For the end credit song, the titular Dodo Re Mi. And he got every single note in the drum track on from top. Yeah. So it was 468 notes. Wasn't that the number? Something like that.
It was
without
something
dropping any.
There.
That's too many notes.
So
no, the one that had too many notes was, which one was it? For Elise?
Oh my god!
Or one of them that had like just all of a sudden you had like crazy arpeggios that you were dealing with. On Scum Random, bums become humps who help the scum protect bum from which of these randoms?
I mean, that's it right there.
Too long? I don't know. Well, I don't know if Twitch will let us fit it on. Well, that could be our description every week within it, though.
We could always abbreviate to OSRB BHWHTSP BFWOTR.
You sounded like a broken Alexa there to steal a direct insult from Taskmaster, but that is exactly what you just sounded like. OSRBBHWHTSPBFWOTR.
I mean, you know what they say?
With the former random.
On rotary phone, mobile phone, phones become buttons who help the handset protect mobile phone from which of these cell towers?
Incredible. Wow. Or do you have to type more things in for variation too? Oh,
I
it's
have
a
to
whole
redo
different
it.
thing. That's true. See, we need to get specific Andrew back here, and when he comes back, we need to do a cup fusion with him.
And thank you for making it a whom named Maddie.
Oh,
OSR.
Do you know what I'm still sad about from last night? I was thinking about this early in the show too, but I didn't bring it up yet. What Are You Doing in La Swamp was so perfect. I can't believe it didn't make it further in the round. I was devastated. Devastated.
Sorry, my stupid thing one said, which I
No,
forget.
it's great. It's fine. It is the people's choice. Oh, much like the People's Joker, which, Phony, you were off the hook in a theater. I was off the hook at my local theater, and I saw 2 different movies in the same day. I went to the People's Joker, which is Vera Drew, who was an editor for Tim and Eric and Comedy Bang Bang and other shows, made a parody during the pandemic, made a parody movie in which she starred as the Joker, who is actually a trans individual, or like a Joker that wants to become a Harley Quinn, who meets a trans mask Joker in it as well, and it has amazing comedy, including some very blistering jokes if you know anything about UCB. Because the theater or the troupe that she's auditioning for, just to spoil the setup, is the United Clown Bureau, so UCB. And I won't say the jokes, but there were incredibly specific jokes about the UCB process that were in there.
Oh, wow.
That I was cackling out. And then and I had to literally lean over to Alex and our roommate Waldo and be like, I just need to understand UCB is a sketch comedy theater in the LA scene. This is why these jokes are happening here. It is very funny. So
That sounds really fun. I want to see it.
It is in your face trans coming of age story. It's incredible. It is so funny. It is so dumb. It is so gaudy. And it uses a lot of lore from Batman and the Joker, really in a fun real way. But part of the inspiration that Deirdre did from is essentially a love letter to the Joel Schumacher Batman movies. So like even some details like the Gotham in the background, you see like the tall as building statues hanging off it like they were in the as if it were in Joel Schumacher's one. But yeah, that was fun. And then I also saw
it's also unclear to me how much people will be able to see this after this run is over. So if you do want to see it, go see it, because it is literally the Joker.
I got incredibly lucky. Oh yeah, and there was a whole thing at the beginning being like, this is a parody film. None of this is authorized. None of the names in these are all from DC. We are using them under parody law, like really being upfront.
Because it screened at TIFF once, and then they pulled all the screenings because of Warner Brothers, who love suppressing parodies of their work, like Grow Gizmo.
Yep. And so yeah, it is very good, and obviously just supporting trans artists is pretty incredible. And then on the other end of the spectrum for comedy, Hundreds of Beavers is so fucking funny. I cannot explain how it is front to back. Like the People's Joker is good, but it has a lot of pathos and a lot of like story about like coming of age and like, tragic background and things having to do with transness. So like it's not all the time haha funny, but like Hundreds of Beavers is wall to wall jokes about a lumberjack that basically is at war with woodland creatures, and it uses it's a mostly silent film, although they do use like sound effects and stuff. But it is very highly stylized. Clearly a lot of love and work put into it. But it is gag after gag after gag after gag. And stuff that was surprising me as it was going along too. But yeah, it's... oh, yes. I wish I could have seen it in like a bigger... Like, I like the one I was in because it was in the niche... Like a niche space within our local theater. That's like one of the few local theaters we have. But it was with like people who wanted to be there clearly, and so we were just laughing throughout it. And there were moments where huge builds. So if you get a chance, this is more likely to hit streaming than the People's Joker is. But yes, I would highly recommend Hundreds of Beavers. And no, if the People's Joker ends up having to be a movie that's in the pirate area, I will be helping pirate that to any person who wants to see it, if it is approved by Vera, because that movie needs to be out and about. It is fantastic.
And using your conversation on Swamp, people watch Jokers who pirate Harlequin from which of these beavers?
Incredible.
We also have a return.
Hello, hello.
Oh my word.
Ooh, audio only.
I am on my phone in a dark room.
Nice.
It's amazing. You have precious cell phone battery while you are without power, and you use it for this dumb show. That is commitment and a true former random energy. I love it.
Thank you. For whatever reason, we think it must be a breaker thing because most of the house still has power. Just the bedroom and my office don't. But my office is also where the internet comes in. So
weird.
I'm on my phone, but I can charge my phone in the next room. But here I am in the dark on wireless data.
Huh. Maybe it was a sign. Is that supposed to help indicate what the name should be? The new name should be?
Lights out with the former random.
I like it.
A nice murder mystery sounding title too.
Yeah. The locked room with the former randoms.
Who done it with the former randoms?
The former randoms, a Knives Out mystery.
Yeah.
Or I should say a Benoit Blanc mystery, because I know Ryan doesn't like.
Oh, he doesn't like people calling it a Knives
Out.
The
Knives Out subtitle.
Now, it seems to me that the murders here were by people who were formerly random. But if we look at the randomness, we might find a pattern that emerges. Much like a Sondheim piece, everything is connected, no matter how discordant it seems in the moment.
Who's this is maybe a topic for another show, but I immediately thought, who's everyone's favorite detective?
Oh no, you can't ask me that.
Okay, that'll be a future show then.
Yeah, well, do you know what that is a whole theme. Do you know who my favorite named detective is by default?
Please.
Well, he gave you all the clues. Detective Harry Hole from
Harry Hole, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Harry Hole.
How about Harry Hole with the former randoms?
Look, Harry Hole.
We gave you all the clues with the former randoms. But yeah, I mean, Hercule Poirot is like, the bomb diggity. It's hard to have like a detective that I love more than that, but like, I love Benoit Blanc. I just want more of him so I can love, like, you know what I mean? Like, but who would I get along with better? I'd get along with Benoit Blanc a lot better than I would with Hercule Poirot. Like, I wouldn't even want to have dinner with Hercule Poirot because that would be a nightmare because he'd keep sending the eggs back for not being even or demanding that the chocolate be from a certain region in Belgium and nowhere else. Like,
I think Columbo's a chill hang.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, but and also with Benoit Blanc, you get all the cameos from other detectives.
That's true. Oh, my word. I could have, if I had known Benoit Blanc, I could have been playing Angela Lansbury.
Or you could have played Among Us.
Do you know? Now I understand a little bit more why Hunter hated. When I think sometimes about the elements out of context, I can understand why someone might hate those movies, but I don't. I don't, and he's wrong.
Can we talk about Murder by Death?
I don't like Murder by Death.
Well,
Weirdly.
It's not. It certainly has some problems.
It has not aged well.
Aged well.
Especially the Peter Sellers character, who is a Charlie Chan detective, and they are making fun of the fact that white people played this character.
Yes.
But it is, in the end, a white person playing an Asian stereotype throughout the entirety of the movie. Despite his son being played by an Asian actor, which is also like part of why you're supposed to be in on the joke because, well, we know it's wrong because we cast someone who, as a son who's right. Like, no, it doesn't work for me. It also is not that funny. Clue is funny. Murder by Death is not that funny.
It's funny. I haven't watched it in a while. I feel like I would not enjoy it as much.
It's humorous. It is a humorous movie, but it's not like laugh out loud funny. There are not one-liners like Clue has that are like really
Oh
funny.
no, it was a better movie for
Yeah.
sure.
Have you done a all comedy whodunit murder mystery themed?
No, but I think we're gonna have. I think have we stumbled into next week's theme?
It might be.
And then we can nag Hunter next week, being like, "Hey, do you want to be a guest on our show?
On our
It's
show,
all
which
about-
doesn't have a name yet.
Yeah,
But it will.
It will.
Are we at the point where we want to start narrowing down from the ones we have, or do we want
I
to
think
still?
we got, and I think I would love to hear from the chat. Maybe if there are people who, if there are certain names which have really kind of stuck around and lingered in people's minds.
I'm looking at the scroll here. I like Party Line still. Variations on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Scumbum has got some heat.
I like Sackety Yaks.
Scumbum Chum Chat.
I think Scumbummins is still probably very close to the top.
Some variation of there.
Some variation of Scumbumming.
Night of the Living Dead with 4Ds, of course. That's up there.
And by 4Ds, do you mean one in the beginning and 3 in the end?
I assume that means there's 1D at the beginning and 2Ds at the end.
That's
for
the thing.
4Ds.
So when I originally said it, I said 3Ds, and that's what I meant, one at the beginning and 2 at the. But when I see it in text form here, I think it's got 3
With
at
the
the
3Ds,
end.
it's more accurate.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's really with 4Ds.
4Ds total.
Yeah.
1, 3Ds.
Scum Trash Party Bash with the former randoms.
I do also like Dr. Phone Love, or how the former randoms learned to stop scumming and love the bum.
That might be our alternate name for the show. Just we'll have a bumper specifically for that one.
Speaking of movies I didn't like.
Oh, that you didn't like Doctor Strangelove?
No.
I like it, but I don't. I'm not going to go up to the bat for it like I will Clue, because like Doctor Strangelove is it's very.
Everyone's
dry.
really dissing on Peter Sellers movies tonight.
I love the Pink Panther.
I'm not dissing on it because of Peter Sellers.
Although I had the worst experience watching Being There for the first time, because as a sheltered homeschooled kid, my dad was like, you should see Being There. It's for the Pink Panther guy. So I'm expecting hilarity, not a movie about an autistic gardener that sees Shirley MacLaine writhing while masturbating on a bear rug. Like, that's not... Sorry, Dad! No, I wasn't expecting this movie to be like this, and I didn't love it. But then the second time, when I watched it as a little bit older, I'm like, this is a genius movie. It's so great. I love it. I get it. It is an amazing movie, but yes, not what I was expecting at all. It is drier than a cracker that has been like in the back of a pantry for 40 years.
Pretty dry.
That's pretty dry.
That's dry.
I guess in that case, you want it to be dry, because if that cracker's moist, that's even worse. You're happy it's dry.
That's true. You don't want like a pre-moist cracker.
No, that's a scenario that cracker's dry.
Phony, can you use that generator and put in these words into it?
Which generator?
The
yeah.
Cup fusion generator.
Our fusionator.
Fusionator. Or Missy, I forget who was doing it.
No, it was me. I got it. Do you want variation 1 or 2?
Ooh. Let's hear from the chat, 1 or 2.
Well, I have a variation 1.
No,
I had that...
1 vote, up, 2 votes, 3 votes.
Oh, for 2, okay. But let me do it for 2. I will have to pluralize some things.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like if you look up the phrase "scum bomb," you get notes on the alternate version of Smoking the Bandit, where they replace Becky's Gleason expression "some bitch" with "scum bomb" in the TV versions of it.
Oh, and we've totally forgot about scum humping. That
I
one
don't-
somehow missed the crawl.
Because that was a bit. That's a real movie.
I'm pretty sure.
right.
On Scum, trashes, partying bashes. Who stream planets from which of these randoms?
Who stream planets
I
come
love
from
it.
which of these
I love
Yeah, on Scum, trashes, partying bashes. Who stream planets come from which of these randoms?
I think that's our new show name. In a
Good
question.
old OSTPBWSPCFWOTR.
Yeah.
With the former randoms.
Which of these randoms?
Ooh, actually, can we make sure there's a question mark at the end so it's with the former randoms?
Oh, so you mean on
Whatever the
Scum, trashes, partying bashes. Who stream planets come from which of these randoms with the former randoms?
Yeah.
So ultimately, our goal tonight to come up with a number one choice, or is it to come up with a short list that we will then take to the people?
Good question. Let's see here. I don't know. How close do we feel we are to a decision? Do we feel any closer?
I think we've got a handful of good options.
I think we're closer.
But we're not. I don't think there's any one that has jumped out to me yet that I'm like. I mean, there are ones that I like, but ones that I would want to vote on versus being like, oh no, we've got it, cut, wrap, print. It's like, no, here's some good ones, and some variations on because like I have in my like list, like I have scum chum chit chat, but I also have scum bum chum chat, which are two different options, but I like both of them for different reasons.
More bum, 100% more bum.
I do also like Yappity Yaps.
Yappity Yaps is good. Let me add it to the scroll.
I do like Randorama.
And of course, Night of the Living Dead with 4Ds.
Yes. Do not original content. Do not steal.
Do not steal.
Actually, that's another name. Original content do not steal. With the former randoms.
And it has to be in the brackets.
Yeah, Kiss Malls is still making the short list, I think.
Kissed Malls is still good.
How many malls have you each kissed?
I'm a phone.
Yeah, but you're corporeal.
Yeah,
right?
but I'm a phone.
I worked at a lot of malls when I was doing radio promotion, and I'm trying to think if I ever. I like touch. I love the tactile feel of touching walls, so I've touched a lot of walls, but I don't know if I've kissed a lot of mall walls.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I also don't know if I've certainly touched mall walls. I've touched malls.
Mm-hmm.
I've been inside malls.
Well, this makes it. Kiss Malls does make it sound like I have to now have a mission where I go to as many malls as possible and kiss them. I'm not saying no to that. I'm just pointing out.
I mean, again, whether or not that ends up being the title, that sounds like an episode.
It is themed entertainment destination in the Chicago area.
This is Things from the Void.
Boy drop.
The true greatest themed entertainment destination.
The true greatest.
They've got it all at Woodfield.
They've got it all at Woodfield.
They've got it all at Woodfield. When I was last in the Chicago area, we saw the Woodfield Mall, where it would be. We didn't actually visit it because we didn't have a reason to, but we did see it.
You didn't kiss that mall.
I did not kiss that mall. Well, that wasn't the name of the show then. Possibly.
Interesting.
You should have always considered that as a possibility, that you might be in a situation where kissing malls would be important for a future.
We've been kissing malls for years.
Had I known, I would have been getting a head start on this.
All those years wasted, all those malls you could have kissed.
But you know what? Thank God I can now go and kiss malls since a pandemic is over, and there definitely aren't germs that are still being spread by everyone all the time.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead. I was going to pitch, what if we go with the phonetic, but we change malls, M-A-L-L-S, to M-O-L-L-S.
Oh.
And we're like old-timey gangsters.
Yeah, it's like about kissing dames.
Yeah.
Kissed malls.
Or
Hey
kissed
there.
mall. There we go. Yes, like Darth.
Or what if we go M-A-U-L-S and it's about kissing Sith Lords?
Yes, or kissing medieval blunt weapons.
Yeah.
There are a lot of medieval weapons
Or
that I would bless with a kiss.
About kissing a lion as it is coming to kiss you, but with teeth.
Or kissing to make someone who's been mauled feel better.
Oh. So it's a show about animal mall victims and us taking them to malls across the country where we heal them by having them kiss lucky pennies from the fountains.
Yeah, and they are wearing Sith Lord makeup.
Yeah.
I think we have the show idea. I don't think we need any more suggestions. Okay, maybe a few.
Clean. It's clean. It's simple.
Drop the. It's more simple.
So with former randoms.
With former randoms.
If we're dropping the.
Ooh.
Hmm.
That is actually a good question.
It is cleaner.
With the former randoms or with former randoms? Do we need the? Audience?
Do we need the?
Do we need the? Do we drop the with former randoms?
Need we the?
The.
And do we drop the former randoms from it all? I don't know. I think we already agree we don't want to do it. I don't want to get into that debate.
The.
Blog, I thought you were going to come back with like a reveal, like a prop, since you dropped off for a bit. And,
yeah.
And I'm going to say the vitamin water is the disappointment.
I was just like, another drink.
Hold on here. I have something for this. My thirst. The former randoms show with former randoms.
Featuring the former randoms.
I mean, unless, of course,
but
vitamin water.
Huh?
Vitamin water, you want to sponsor us?
Vitamin water, you want to sponsor? It's Coca-Cola Company.
The Coca-Cola presents the Vitamin Water Variety Hour.
Yeah.
With the former randoms.
Stick it to the Dana Carvey mug root beer variety hour. Or show, or whatever they called it. That still is so funny to me that like PepsiCo actually sponsored them for a few weeks.
Right,
that is wild.
And then dropped it after the reception was so bad. Partly because the first sketch opened with a film segment of Dana Carvey as Bill Clinton feeding 6 puppies from his nipples.
That sounds pretty good.
Now the question. Now here's a procedural question: how are we going to do the vote?
Is this something that is open to the entire listenership, or to the former random cohort?
This is a question. If we're flexing our elitism by taking it just to the former randoms, or if it's something because it is our vessel.
We could have
two
separate votes and then have a debate between those two pickings.
I feel like our
from the ABC Broadcast Center in New York, it's the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey Show with special guest Jan Hooks.
Just to give you a sense of what it could look like if we went down this way.
Again, that's a great gag.
Oh, that's bad. Well, it went off the rails right at the top of the show.
I was gonna say our listenership is itself a pretty elite crew, so I think we would want something with buy-in from the dedicated.
Also, really, anyone watching the show is just either a former random or a future former random.
Very
That's true.
Or a non-canonical former random.
Yes, that too.
That's true. We do have some non-canonical. We have one, specifically
We have
one
at least
official,
one.
one official
We
non-canonical.
have one official non-canonical random.
No, Sam.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Sam is our official non-canonical random.
Because I also haven't been random.
That is
Well, you're-
true, but you're our
you're
producer,
phony.
so
You're
like,
phony.
yeah, you're phony.
That's
You-
true.
You ascend status.
Although I guess a cat was a random once, so
Yeah.
not only people.
Yeah, Tab's cat.
People, I wish more people's pets were on Discord in order to be a continued former random.
Yeah, what does the cat say? Whatever the cat wants the name to be, we should make it that.
Yeah, probably that.
Dr. President is raising his paw. But we do not need another former random diva in this household.
So I think my vote is we narrowed down a short list tonight.
Probably down to 4,
Something like that.
4 or 5,
And
depending
then
on how many
we
people
bring
offer
that
up.
to the community and see what sticks.
I agree. I think that's a good way of summarizing it. Are there any? Are there any that for sure we, based on the 3/4 of us have been talking about, that we want to put up for our vote for one to be in the poll?
I think one that feels very clean and flexible is Party Line, or
Yes.
Party Line with former randoms. My only downside about that is it doesn't feel very unique. But I think if it was with the former randoms, I feel like that's enough to differentiate it. But do we want something that is general and flexible like that, or do we want something that's weird and specific?
Yes, that I think might be the nice.
That's a good
target,
question.
The nice bug back and forth that we can have between the options.
And I will say the counter. I will mention again. I feel like this might be my official one. Is I really feel like Scum Bummin is this unique thing. I think it's got the right sound. It's at least in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like that too.
I think it's up there.
And I would say that's one of the only ones where I feel like you might not even need with a former random.
Just Scum
Like
Bums?
it's just Scum Bummin.
Scum Bummin.
Scum Bummin.
Scum Bummin was on my short list, so I'm now trying to think which one.
Enter the Matrix with the former randoms. I like Scumfusion.
Scumfusion is pretty
Confusion.
It's a little confusing.
It is a little confusing.
Yeah, that does also work. That is also sounds like you're saying confusion.
I do like former, if we could call it former randoms party line instead of party line with the former randoms.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
do
I like that.
One we've talked about but haven't officially put in is just doing the with the former randoms.
That I'm trying to decide if that was going to be the one that I put on there. Because
I
that
think
was the one I introduced in. I think it's clean, and I
like
think
the
it's
topic of the
flexible.
week with the former randoms.
That's going to be the one that I put in. Another sensible one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I think they should just get to be honorary former randoms anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they have to join the
They have to be on the Discord, yeah.
Yeah.
So we could give them the yellow names if they like the golden name as soon as they join.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know the Wachowskis Discord accounts.
Phony, I think the three of us have all each sort of put one on the pedestal. Do you have any that jump out to you?
To me?
Mm-hmm.
Phony? This Space for Rent phone? Hollywood phony, as I've always been? I like the phone.
The phone with the randoms.
The phone emoji.
The phone
emoji with the randoms.
Phone emoji.
No, I mean I like a lot of them. I like talking trash. I mean, I was also leaning towards the topic with the former
if
random.
that's the one that you want to submit, I'll pick a different one. Then.
So I'll do that one. Unless I'll do. No, my actual one I think is the topic with the former randoms.
I'll put on then Yappity Yaps. Or Yappity Yaks, whichever one we like variation thereof. And some of these it can be variations on what we're submitting.
Yep.
I like the Sackety Yaks one because I just like the simple.
That's fair.
Spoonerism, Sackety Yaks.
I'll get rid of some. I can remove Yappity Yaks then because it does sort of duplicate Sackety Yaks.
I think that's a strong 4. Does anyone in the chat maybe strongly feel that anything else should be included?
Yes, that's a good idea. Because I'm also, these are ones I'm kind of picking based off of what the audience has previously expressed as
the only other one that I'm like fond of, I'm not sure how well it would work, but is some variation of Scum Bum Chum Chat.
I do. That was the other one I liked.
That was a fun one.
Sort of a fusion of Scum Bum.
It's sort of a scum fusion.
It is
Scum fusion.
Scum fusion with the Scum Bums.
Yeah, let's look at all the scum ones and trash and everything else into one simple,
simple
title.
Scum Bum Chum Trash Chat.
The Waste Management Scum Bum Trash Chat Trash Variety Hour.
The Multiversal Waste Management Department.
That's true. Yakety Yaks don't talk back because the phone's gone.
You can't call anymore.
Because now we're all using the virtual party line.
I like
Yeehaw.
Random's party line. That's clean.
Yeah, former Random's party line is a good one.
There are, I think those are some good options.
I mean, that would be great. If Waste Management wants to sponsor this, hit me up.
I'll take it. I wish they weren't changing their name because I would have hit Come and Go hard for sponsorship. I would have died. The Come and Go Variety Hour. Oh my God.
The Come and Go Scum Bum Chit Chat Variety Hour.
Oh.
Humping with the former randoms, brought to you by Come and Go.
What's this charity invoice we have? Trash humping. What's this pissed balls with the former randoms? I'm confused. What do they discuss on the show? Is it medical things?
It's about very mad balls.
We all know pee is stored in the balls, of course.
1-800 got junk with the former randoms. They sponsored the Beast Masturbator.
What? Oh, is this the Chris Gethard thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Took me.
God is real.
God is real. God is real.
Took my synapses a quick second to fire. What could possibly this be from, Chris Gethard?
Yeah.
And there's even a YouTube video all about the Beast Masturbator.
I liked Vampire. What was it?
Vampire Abraham Lincoln
Hunter. Oh my God, that was a great one. No, you're just killing gay people. You're just going to gay bars.
Our public access days, but we haven't heard from him in a while. Got an email out of the blue. He said, "I demand screen time, and who am I to deny?"
This is real! This is real! This is real! This is real!
Oh my God, that's
It's Connor O'Malley.
Yeah.
And his shirt that says Beast Masturbator on the Fusion version just was a 1-800 got junk shirt on the public access version. Then they made him change it for cable.
Does anyone in the chat have any other faves from our list that we should include in this short list? Now's your chance.
What's funny is that we're going to post this idea in the group chat for the randoms, and the first thing that we're going to get is Steph saying, "What happened to pissed balls?"
Beast Masturbator. Wait, you're not from New York?
I'm from New Jersey. I live in Jersey.
Where do you live?
I'm originally from Rockford,
Oh, it's
Illinois,
Rich.
baby.
Yeah, it's Rich Sommer.
In the house, baby.
You know what?
And Connor.
Make the show your own.
Yeah, well, Connor was an Olympian.
I'm gonna lead everybody in a big prayer. Everybody stand up and hold hands. You give it to your no fucking parents' house.
But I do realize we're very low on time, so I don't know if we want to watch a clip or if we want to really keep.
I think we have the 4, don't we?
Well,
Unless
here's
anyone. No one has given. I think anyone the ones from.
Here's a quick throw out I have of trying to combine a bunch of them together, which is scum bumming scum bumming trash talkers on the party line with the former randoms.
It's comprehensive.
It tells the story.
That can be that could always be the long form name of the show.
The long form.
And then
it's a mouthful.
When you have to stop and
I have to really think about it because all the words try to blend into one word, so I have to really
scum
think
bumming,
about
trash talking, chit chat, and Colgate Variety Hour.
Scum bumming, trash talking on the party line with the former random.
Oh fuck! If we could get if Hershey Park would sponsor the show. Oh god. And we call it Party Line, and then next week we figure out what it stands for.
I mean, we could play that game with any of these names of like find an actor.
Oh, I can't keep doing that.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what the letters.
Spub top plower.
Oh, phony always. Yeah, I see.
Phony's always reacts to yakety like it's not.
Like it's 98.
Phony's a real temporal
unit, but spelled weird
with a Y.
Spelled wrong. And that would be the title. Unit but spelled wrong.
Yeah, a little like sick after it.
We just don't. We don't do it. We don't do it. Reese's. We do it with a Reese's with an apostrophe after the S, so it's like a collective bunch of Reese's.
You don't even have to do that. You just go Reese Scum Fusion. But when you say it fast, it sounds like it's Reese's Confusion.
Reese's Confusion.
Reese's Confusion. Can we call our show Reese's Confusion?
Reese Scum Fusion.
Reese Confusion.
Oh, with 4 N's.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, maybe we should... If we could always call it Scumfusion, then have our sponsor be it. So it's Scum Zone, the Scum Zone.
Winston Cigarettes Scum Fusion.
Winston Cigarettes Scum Fusion.
And every other week it's Winston's or Kellogg's.
And if you're a fan, you're a scum guzzler.
Oh, Planet Scum was very glad we didn't have to work scum into a fan name and could just call everyone trash people.
Oh, yes. It's so tempting to go with Reese's Scum Fusion.
Reese,
hello.
It's Reese Scum Fusion.
Guys, we need
Scum Fusion.
We need sponsored art of our one of our new characters, Reese Confusion.
And could you get Will Arnett to do a cameo?
Hi everyone, it's me, Reese Confusion. I hear that you are writers who are protecting agents. That's something I like. Of course, or we could do Will Arnett from his 94 appearance in the Cyber Awards. Hello, it's me, Will Arnett, and I'm surrounded by a bunch of kids in an arcade. I might die at any moment with all of this energy around me.
Oh, you mean Cybermania?
Cybermania, sorry, yes.
Wait, what if that's what our show is? Cybermania 24.
Oh, Cybermania 24. Uh-oh. Cybermania is... Fuck, Cybermania is a strong title. This is a late entry.
Down to the wire.
Down to the wire.
Cybermania 24 with the former randoms. And we could even make art based on the poster for Cybermania by Peter Max.
Oh boy.
Again, whether or not that wins, that's an episode.
Yes, for sure. We can give out our own cyber awards. Oh, that 90s. Oh boy. Oh boy. Howdy. That's a look.
All right. In case my phone dies, I am at 2%, and I know we're wrapping up. So, thank you all for.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
What are your final words?
If my internet comes back.
Yeah. What are your final words before you leave the show?
I think we've come up with a very strong very strong short list. I'm excited to narrow it down.
Me too.
We did a good job today.
Good job. You're a good job. Specific Andrew, Spiffy Andrew. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Specific Andrew.
Always a pleasure.
Phone list with the former randoms.
Yeah, so I think.
Imagine all of us in real life talking to a coworker or friend and telling them they should give Reese's Scum Fusion. Reese,
right?
You should watch Reese Scum Fusion.
I genuinely didn't think we were going to talk this much about it. This is good. I really liked this, and a lot of times I was just thinking throughout all this, being like, please let in a name I can explain to people. Please let in a name I can explain to people. I need to be able to try and have something that people aren't going to listen to, and
we've come up with a few very simple and accessible options, and a few gross and silly options. So
which is what I love.
And then, where should we put a poll up?
In the former randoms, I think put it in the server there, and we can put the list down and maybe have people vote by a symbol or vote by 1, 2, 3, 4 using emojis. Which ones they like.
And should we also vote though in the regular Discord?
I don't know if that's
So it's scum bums. Is that what we're doing?
Are you the scum bums?
The cummy scum bums.
You might, if you're a fan of the show, you might be a scum bum. You
might be a scum.
Might be a scum bum. If you tune
might
in,
be a scum bum.
If you're tuning in Wednesday nights to Missed Calls with the Former Randoms,
or whatever this show's called now,
you might be a scum bum.
But what you definitely are is tuning in for trivia. That's right. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Trivia.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Trivia coming up after this with me, intern. Just kidding. Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Good trick.
And intern Casey Jones.
Yes, I'm intern Christy. Thank you so much.
Yes. So, former randoms, is there any final words you want to say
your
before your show gets destroyed?
New show, same old bullshit.
And Blogtoven. Or Blogthoven.
My final words are just, scum thumbing.
Scum thumbing.